Sleeping Beauty's husband, Princeling.
Send him in.
I'm in.
Well, I don't see why you couldn't wait with the others.
Well, I'm too, impatient.
Obviously. Sit down, won't you?
I'm desperate. Have you ever wondered what happens after the fairy tale is over? What if everybody isn't living happily ever after? So let's take a peek at a fairy tale marriage counselor's day in Happily Never After by Tim Kelly.
Let me see. Cinderella, Snow White.
Here we are. Sleeping Beauty.
Blah 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 blah, and they lived happily ever after. That's what I wrote.
Surprise, surprise! That's what you always write. You're bitter about something. You remember how I had to cut my way through the thorny forest? Naturally. I was covered from head to toe in band-aids for weeks.
Love makes some men reckless.
How I had to chop the thick foliage around the castle. I recall, I sprained my wrist. I didn't know. After I went through all that, there she was, Sleeping Beauty. Sleeping? That's the trouble. I like to go out. I like to move in the world. I like to go to fine restaurants. I'm beginning to understand. You don't like your wife's cooking. Well, this is a routine case. If you don't like your wife's cooking, my advice is to keep your mouth shut. My wife has given me the best years of her life. And the worst of mine!
Well, what does she do with herself all day?
Naps! What? She naps! I don't call her Sleeping Beauty for nothing. But with your kiss, you saved her from everlasting sleep. That was before the happily ever after part.
Well, we can't all pick the winning horse.
Are you calling my wife a horse?
Figure of speech.
I don't know much about speech. Beauty doesn't like to talk.
Well, how do you, communicate?
Infrequently. I've had to take a course in interpreting snores. Watch. Wake up, Beauty. Rise and shine. What are you doing asleep in the middle of the morning? You slept all night. Well, I'm resting up for my afternoon nap. But we're going horseback riding. Tomorrow, maybe. Maybe. Well, depends if I'm rested enough. You should take a nap. And you should take an interest in this marriage. I'll think about it. Tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Now. The royal relatives are coming for a state banquet. You've got to be there. Alert. Lively. Beauty. Sleeping Beauty. How dare you wake me? You know I need my beauty sleep. Go fight a dragon or something. But, Beauty.
Is it always like that?
Always. The only time she attended a royal banquet, she fell asleep in the appetizer. A man like me doesn't need a woman who sleeps all day. I need someone spirited and enchanted.
You mean enchanting? Wait outside, missing link. I mean a Princeling. I'll think of something.
You'd better. Things not going so well.
Oh, I had no idea matters were in such a sorry state.
Their temperaments are so different.
Oh, what am I going to do?
That's what I want to know.
Who's she?
Your next appointment. The Pond Princess.
The Pond Princess?
Don't you remember? You married her off to a frog.
A frog!
You're talking about my husband, I gather.
Ah, yes, I forgot for the moment. Forgive me. I have so many in the book.
I don't see how you could forget him. Nasty, cold thing that he is. You mean was, today, thanks to the counselor, that frog is now a happy and well-adjusted prince. If that's so, what am I doing here?
Better let me handle this, scribe.
The idea! The very idea! You ought to be ashamed!
What have I done?
You run us into a laugh, marry us off, then abandon us!
You're being unfair. After all, we're all here to help. We learn from each other. If you would tell me what's troubling you.
First of all, it's embarrassing to marry a man who was once a frog.
These things happen. We must be mature enough to accept them.
A man can't live as a frog for years and years and change overnight.
Well, what is it that he does, specifically that annoys you?
Croaks!
He croaks? Pond Princess, are you informing me that your husband has passed on?
No. He croaks. Croak, 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 like a frog.
Croak?
There, you see for yourself.
Croak? Oh dear, I hope he doesn't drip.
Good morrow, husband.
Croak?
Are you in good health?
Croak?
I noticed yesterday you were sitting in the garden pond. Again.
Croak?
You weigh much too much to sit in a lily pad. Besides, the children in the neighborhood are not accustomed to seeing their ruler playing in a stagnant puddle and catching flies.
Croak?
The royal carpets are soggy from your comings and goings.
Kiss me. Croak?
I'd as soon as kiss a mud turtle. Will you stop singing croak? You're not a frog any longer. You're just a husband.
Croak?
Oh, go outside and play in the mud. He won a gold medal in the Leapfrog Olympics.
Most unusual. Once a storybook curse is broken by a kiss, the future is usually bright.
Bright? My future has been mossy, green, and I don't like it. You can see for yourself that the prince and me are completely incompatible. I like fine restaurants. I enjoy horseback riding. I delight in official functions.
Oh, interesting you should say that. You've given me an idea.
Having a husband who insists on reverting to his frog ways is unnerving and impractical for a level-headed woman like me.
I quite agree. Changes are called for. Scribe!